And welcome back, YouTube. This is Boosterbox Buster here with another video. Today I'm here to share with you my recent 4K and Blu-ray SteelBook movie pickups. We're just going to get started right off the bat here with a heavy hitter. Some consider this one of the best animated movies to ever be made. And of course I'm talking about Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Very simple SteelBook. I wish it would have gone with a different color, because two of the steelbooks in the Studio Ghibli line are already a reddish variant. So I kind of wish that they would have done, multiple different colors for each, a different color for each one, just so it's easy to spot in your collection when it's sitting on the shelf, instead of being like, oh, is that Spirited Away or is that Princess Mononoke? Until you actually read the label, which I know. Reading is hard, but I do wish that they would have gone different colors with each one. But the Spirited Away is definitely, when I seen this, I had to have it. I was extremely ecstatic when I seen that this was on the shelf. Of course, it was the last one when I got there. So I was lucky enough to be able to pick it up and add it to my collection. If you've never seen Spirited Away, I highly, highly recommend it. It is such a fantastic animated movie. That the art is some of the best, most amazing hand-drawn art that you will ever see in any animation. The story is really well done. And of course, you got what some consider a villain, some consider a misunderstood thing on the cover here. And the synopsis on the back. Unfortunately, these Studio Ghibli films don't have any sort of art on the back of the boxes. It's just straight red, which is a really big missed opportunity. They could have easily put a lot of detail into the back. I mean, Studio Ghibli is known for their art, so to leave it kind of minimalistic is a bit underwhelming for the special limited edition steelbooks of these movies. Other than that, though, fantastic movie. Happy to have it on Blu-ray in my collection. Up next, I'm not going to lie, I have not seen this movie yet. But when I seen the steelbook, I'm like, I like this franchise. I've never seen this movie, though. And I'm talking about Lupin the Third, the First. The steelbook looks really, really nice. I love the gold color. You don't see a lot of gold-colored steelbooks, so that's a really nice touch to that. You got all the main characters on there. I love that. The car's a nice touch. I'm really excited to give this movie a try. I've heard mostly positive reviews on it, but of course, you're going to have people that complain about the art style. It should be hand-drawn instead of the CGI style. And that is a little bit of a turnoff, I'm not going to lie. But it is Lupin the Third, so I have to give it a chance nonetheless. But I will say I absolutely love the art on the steelbook, so I'm very happy with that. That's Lupin the Third, the First. Up next, I debated getting this particular steelbook because I love this movie, but the steelbook itself could have been much better. Of course, I'm talking about Tom Cruise, Top Gun. Top Gun is a fantastic, fantastic movie. I absolutely love it. Has so many quotable lines. Excuse me. The action, it's action-packed. It has all. It's just an absolutely stunning performance by Tom Cruise. Hard to believe that he did this movie back in the day. It is one of the best action movies you're ever going to watch. However, I'm not a fan the Steelbook itself leaves something to be desired. I'm not a huge fan of the art that they chose for this particular Steelbook. They could have done with so many different things. I understand it's a classic, 50s era art. You'd see like this type of poster in the 50s. I understand that, but it just doesn't draw my attention like a lot of other steelbooks do. And part of the reason that people buy steelbooks is for the art on the outside of the package. Of course, having this movie in 4K is going to be really, really fun to watch. I haven't watched it in 4K yet. I've obviously seen it multiple other ways. TV, Blu-ray, but I have not seen the 4K release. So I'm really, really excited to watch this in 4K. Hopefully, it's a good transition. Sometimes they kind of suck with the 4K transitions, but it's Top Gun, so I really hope they do it justice. That will be fantastic to see some of those action scenes done in 4K. One of my favorite action movies, unfortunately not the best cover art for a steelbook. Nonetheless, great to have this in my collection. Up next, I picked up this one online because, well, it's a Canadian exclusive for its steelbook. You don't see that too often. Some of you might have an idea. It's a horror movie. Canadian exclusive steelbook. I'm talking about The Witch. Now, when I seen this steelbook art, I was like, this is fantastic art. You got the silhouette of the lady. The really, really cool, like, misty nighttime of the forest. You see all the shadows of the trees. You see the full moon. When I seen this steelbook, I was like, I need it. When I seen it was a Canadian release only, I was like, looks like I'm buying a Canadian movie. Thankfully, it's all Region 1, so I can definitely watch it. And I gotta say, I've never seen this movie, so I'm really excited to give this a watch. But the steelbook itself is why I bought this. I've heard good things about this movie, but hearsay does not mean it's a good movie. Some hundreds of people might like it, millions of people might like a movie, but might not like a movie, and vice versa. I might enjoy a movie, and the general masses hate the movie. So it's a two-way street. I've heard really good things about it, and honestly, if the steelbook itself is by any indication to go by, it should be a very fun, enjoyable watch. Seems like it has a really nice minimal synopsis description of the movie on the back. And I'm really, really excited to give this a watch. That is The Witch, with one of the most beautiful steelbook renditions I've seen in a long time on Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. Up next, we got The Grudge, the new version. I believe this is the 2018 or 2019 release of The Grudge. I've heard very mixed reviews on it. I haven't actually seen the new version of it, but when I seen the steelbook, I really, really liked the design. I mean, the creepy design, of course, the bathtub scene. Always has to be in every Grudge movie. I love the way that the hair is kind of wisping around the arm there, wisping over the side of the tub. Is it hair or is it like some sort of goopy oil blood type mess? Very, very cool. I haven't watched this one yet, but I'm really excited to watch it because I love horror movies. I've heard very mixed reviews, more on the bad side. But the original Grudge movie itself was not the best movie in the world, but not the worst movie in the world. So, I can't really go off reviews until I watch it myself. Let's just put it that way. That is The Grudge, new version, SteelBook. And the last movie. And I could not believe it when I actually seen this copy at Target around Christmas time of all things. Because I figured that these would have sold out well before Christmas, because it's a Halloween style movie. And it's a Target exclusive steelbook, may I remind you. Target exclusive steelbook, you don't see that too often. Of course, I'm talking about the Rob Zombie Trilogy. House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. I gotta say, this steelbook looks absolutely fantastic. I love the blood-drenched look of it. Very reminiscent of the movies. I'm not gonna lie. Have not seen Three from Hell. I've seen the first two. I really, really like The Devil's Rejects. That's a kind of a sleeper hit in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic movie. The House of a Thousand Corpses, it's good, but The Devil's Rejects is one of those rare times where a sequel is actually better than the original in my opinion. Three from Hell I have not actually seen, but I've heard that it kind of goes the furthest out of all three movies in terms of like what it can push. Like, it's like a hard R. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like a hard R. Which is kind of surprising because Devil's Rejects had some pretty harsh stuff in that movie. But yeah. That is the last movie I have to share with you, and I'm really excited to own the Rob Zombie Trilogy on SteelBook Blu-ray. And honestly, I was happy I was able to find it at Target and avoid the scalpers prices on eBay, because I was tempted to buy on eBay, and then I was literally at Target looking for a Christmas present for someone, and I seen this and I'm like, whoa, this is like a Christmas present to myself, and I could pick up another person's present while I'm here. Perfect timing. Yeah, so I got to avoid paying the scalpers prices on eBay, which were at least $15 above Target's asking price. And have a great sealed set of movies that I can watch whenever I'm in the mood for something really, really fun. I think that about... Jeez, sorry about that. I think that about wraps this up. I gotta say, probably my favorite in terms of art is The Witch by far. Just absolutely lovely art on that steelbook. Favorite movie out of the bunch? Well, that's, you got very... it varies widely here in my terms of taste. Something more lighthearted, of course, Spirited Away. Something more action-packed, can't beat Top Gun. Something more horror-related, the Rob Zombie Trilogy. And that's just because I have not seen these two and that one, so I can't give my opinion on it until I've seen those movies. Well, I think that about wraps this up. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and remember to click that little bell, because you will get instant notifications every time I upload a new video in the future. At least you should. Sometimes YouTube doesn't do that. And if you want to see a past video of mine, it should be popping up right about now. Until next time, this has been Booster Box Buster with the SteelBook DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K, mail haul / pickup video, and I'm signing out. Peace.